So I've recently added a new income stream to my side hustle journey, and in the finance YouTube space, it's pretty much known as Pinterest affiliate marketing.
Tell me more.
So in this video, I'm gonna show you exactly how much money that is making me and what you might be able to expect if you're following along at home or if you're trying to do the same thing.
We're not built the same.
And I'm also gonna show you my exact process, like my actual daily process, my step-by-step process that I do every single day in order to make this money. And I'll go into those in more detail in more videos on my channel. I'm gonna have a whole playlist for this whole Pinterest affiliate marketing thing. But in today's video, I'm gonna take you step by step. So let's just start with the earnings, because I know that most people just wanna see that and then they're gonna leave. So let's talk about how much my brand new blog, this brand new method, is starting to make me.
This better be good.
Okay, so the blog in question, I'm testing this in different niches with different blogs, but this one is starting to make money. So let's talk about this one first. So this one is yepimready.com, and it's essentially about fitness, so health and fitness, lifestyle, lose weight, mental health, and recipes. So fitness and recipes is the niche that I'm in, and I have a Pinterest account associated with it. You can see here, yepimready.com, and I'm creating pins every single day pointing towards the different blog posts on my blog. And let's just take a look at some stats really quickly here. Okay, so in the last 30 days, I've gotten over 153,000 impressions on those pins, 13,000 engagements, 500 saves, total audience over 100K, engaged audience over 6K. But here's the cool part, outbound clicks, over 5,000 outbound clicks. And these are the important parts, because these are people that are clicking on my pins, coming over to my blog. And once they're on my blog, then there is a chance that I can give them something useful. And in return, I make money from that. So you can see that we are now getting at the height here, 500 people on a single day came over from Pinterest to my blog, which is awesome. And there's these big cyclical ups and downs. Don't worry about those. That's pretty much how it's gonna probably work for most people, but on a long enough time scale, you want those ups and downs to be generally moving up if possible. So we are now getting people from Pinterest over to our blog to read our articles. And on these blog posts, we have multiple ways to make money. One that isn't making money yet is ClickBank. So I have products like in the sidebar here, lose weight with coffee, lose weight with tea, and I have products that automatically get put in the footer of every post. So this is Java Burn, this is a ClickBank affiliate offer, and this is Nagano Tonic, which is another ClickBank affiliate offer. If anybody clicks on these and goes and buys those, I make money. I get clicks pretty much every day, but I haven't made any money from those. Now the other way I make money is by adding affiliate products. Like this is about free video, paleo diet for beginners. So if someone clicks on a pin on Pinterest to come learn about the paleo diet, they might be interested in books about the paleo diet. And I'll show you how I do these as well. This is just a WordPress plugin, but if they click on one of these and they go to Amazon and purchase the paleo diet book, then I get a small commission, and that is making a tiny bit of money every month. But I also have advertisements, and I have an ad blocker on right now. So let's open an incognito tab, and you can see that there are advertisements that are being fed in here automatically. You can see one at the bottom here, depending on if my screen's cut off, but you can see, you know, free paleo guide, and now here is an advertisement that is automatically being fed in here. And on the sidebar, these are Mediavine or Journey by Mediavine ads. So essentially 3 different monetization methods: Amazon associate affiliate links, ClickBank affiliate links, and advertisements, display ads. So how much are these making me?
Get to the money.
Well, like I said, ClickBank is not making me anything yet. These affiliate links are making me tiny bits of money. So far this month of January, I've made $1.69. Last month, I made $4.07. But again, I just started at the end of last month. So I was able to make affiliate commissions last month. And so far this month, I'm making a couple of dollars in commissions. Those are people that are actually clicking on one of these on the bottom of my post and going and purchasing that product. So a little bit of money there on the associate side, but the biggest thing is Grow by Mediavine. So those advertisements, and those advertisements in the last 7 days have made me $42.18, which is pretty darn cool. That's like $6 a day pretty much that I'm making from those people coming over from Pinterest onto my blog and viewing those advertisements. And that RPM is $17.44. Now this is super early in this. I I just got approved for these ads at the very end of last month, and there is usually a maturation period where these things start growing and growing to get to a final RPM. And RPM is how much money you're going to make off of 1,000 people that come to your site. So essentially every 1,000 people that come to this website right now, I make $17.44. I have confidence that this will probably end up being around $20. So let's just say once this matures a little bit, every 1,000 people that click on my Pinterest pins and come over to my blog from Pinterest, if every 1,000 people that are on my blog, I will make around $20. So you can do the math. If you have 1,000 people a day coming onto your blog, you could be making about 20 bucks a day by doing this. If you have 2,000 people, you're going to make about $40,000 a day. You can do the math to determine about how much money you're going to make, and that is in the health and recipe niche specifically. You're going to make around $20 RPM most likely.
We need more than that.
Okay, so that's how much money this is making. Right now, it's a brand new process. I'm just starting to really get into it, so don't be shocked that I'm only making $6 a day. My goal usually when I'm testing one of these things is figure out a way to make $1 a day with it. If I can make $1 every single day with a particular method, then I know all I have to do then is to scale up that method to get it to $2, to $5, to $20, to $100 a day. So making any sort of money a day gets me really excited. It shows me that this is a potential side hustle that I should be looking into. And again, already this early into it, I'm already making $6 a day. So for me, that is a huge winner, 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 chicken dinner. We are going to scale this up now. So that's how much this brand new side hustle is making me. Now let's see exactly what I do every single day. And the easiest way for me to do that is let's just do it together. Right here, kind of not really live, but recorded in real time. Here is exactly what I do every single day. So when I decide to go to work in the morning, meaning I leave that couch back there and I come over here and sit down and try to do something, this is usually what I do. I open up my blog and I see what types of things I've done recently. So I recently did a carnivore diet post. I recently did a paleo diet post. So let's do a keto diet post or a keto recipes post. Let's do that. We haven't done that in a while. So what I would normally do is do some keyword research. If you don't know what people are looking for on Pinterest, then it doesn't matter if you're making really good content, they're not really looking for that content. So I like to do some keyword research first. And I use PinClicks, which is a paid tool. You don't have to use this paid tool. There are alternate methods, and I'll show you one that you can start using right away if you want. I like to use things like this. It gives me a big heads up on what's actually going to work. So I would go to keyword research and I would type in keto recipes, for example, and I would sort by popularity to try to find the most popular ones. So keto recipes air fryer, keto recipes ground beef. These are things you can build blog content off of and create pins for. And I would recommend getting something like this if you are truly serious about your business. This is what I use, and that's what I've promised on this channel, is to show you exactly what I do. I'm not telling you to do this, but this is exactly what I do. Now, if you don't want to use something like this, I am also tracking the keywords that I've been using on my own blog here on yepimready.com. If you go to tools, you can go to the Pinterest keyword tool, and here are some of the things that I have had some success with and that I am currently working on. So if you go to keto recipe, you can see keto recipe chicken, keto recipe easy, keto recipe ground beef. These are some of the things and the guesstimation on the volume of those. And you can click and bring them to the top if they're way down here on the bottom. So I would just determine what I want to talk about that day, what I want to create my blog post about. So let's say it is keto jalapeno recipe. I haven't done anything with this. So I click on that, it'll just go to the top so it stays up here. It's easy for me to find again. So keto jalapeno recipe. So I've chosen my keyword, what I want to make and create content about. Now this you can do in a million different ways, and I am testing all of these different ways. I got some slack in one of my other videos recently about using AI to create AI images of, let's say, a keto jalapeno recipe, and then using AI to create that recipe. What is the efficacy of that? Is it actually a real image? Is it actually a real recipe? Are you creating a fake recipe and having people click on it? Now, I don't believe that is true, but you can decide what you think is right for you and your business. So here is a method that I would do that keeps this, in my opinion, very useful to the user and works still for us. And I believe doing it with a modicum of morality. But again, you do you. Here's just an example of what you could potentially do. So I would take that keto jalapeno recipe and I would go over to YouTube and I would look up a keto jalapeno recipe on YouTube. So here we go. 1 carb jalapeno poppers. How to make the most amazing keto bacon wrapped chicken jalapeno poppers. Now, if someone is on Pinterest and they want to know how to make a keto jalapeno recipe, do you think that this is an appropriate thing to send them to? Is it a fake recipe? recipe? Are you doing anything immoral by picking out one of your favorite? Keto jalapeno poppers, keto jalapeno popper secret ingredient, keto jalapeno poppers, ultimate jalapeno poppers. Let's just pick one of these here. Let's copy the link to this video. Let's go into the WordPress dashboard here and let's create a new post. What I like to do is like free video, the ultimate keto jalapeno recipe, all right? Because our keyword is keto jalapeno recipe. We want that to be right here in the actual title. Then I would look for the YouTube embed. I would put that in there and embed it. So now essentially you are creating a blog post for people that are looking for a keto jalapeno recipe, and you're giving them an amazing keto jalapeno recipe. But I like to add more content than just the image. So what I would do then is still take this video and I would go look up something like YouTube transcript. I would find one of these YouTube transcript services. It's hard to say. Enter that URL there. Now it pretty much takes the entire transcript of that video. I would copy that entire transcript. I would go over to ChatGPT and I would say, write me an intro paragraph with the keyword phrase keto jalapeno recipe, and also write a summary for what the viewer is going to see in this video. And then I would paste the transcript in there. Oops, let me go grab it again. Copy the transcript, paste the transcript in here. Now it's going to write you a very SEO friendly intro paragraph. Then it's also going to write you a video summary. So I would take that intro paragraph and I would put it in there and move it up above. So now we have free video, the ultimate keto jalapeno recipe. Then we have a little intro blurb, heavy on the keyword phrase, keto jalapeno recipe. Then we have what the person is going to see in this video. Now, this is not very much content. I would maybe say expand on the summary and use the keyword phrase. So that's a lot better here. So I would copy that and I would add another block down here with that in it. Okay, so let's just save that here so we can go look at that. Okay, so now you have people on Pinterest who are interested in keto jalapeno recipes. We know that because we did the keyword research. Then we created content based on keto jalapeno recipe, which is unique, which was created by ChatGPT, which is talking about what they're going to view or what they're going to see if they click on this video. So we are sending traffic to this, which I believe if someone clicks on a pin on Pinterest and they come here because they really want to know how to make a keto jalapeno recipe, and they're going to find one of the best keto jalapeno recipes that we could find, they're going to be happy with this. We are doing them a service. We are not just trying to get them to click and come over so we can make money off of them. We're actually giving them something of value. We're giving them a very cool video. Now you could put 5 videos. You could go here and look at the top 5 videos, or go search through and find some really unique ones and say like top 5 keto jalapeno recipes and put all 5 of those videos in there so that when the user comes here, they actually find what they're looking for and it's actually helpful. If you are helpful, you will do a much better job at this, I promise you, rather than just clickbaiting people and bringing them over and not giving them something of value. Give them something of value, like this really great video. Now you are also really helping this person. She gets paid when people watch her video, and we are driving traffic to her video for her, so she's going to be ecstatic that we are using her video in one of our blog posts. So we're not doing anything that people would consider immoral, in my humble opinion.
Morality sucks.
So now I would also go to ChatGPT and I would say, make me a simple cartoon style image with no text for this post, and make it 16:9 aspect ratio. That's the kind of horizontal aspect ratio, and it will create an image for you. Okay, and that's actually not too bad, right? So these are keto jalapeno recipe. I use the same keywords. So now I have a image for that. Now I will put that in the correct keto recipes. Keto jalapeno recipe. Okay, so now we have this really nice piece of content that we can share. Now let's also add our associates links. I use a plugin called AAWP. It is a paid plugin. It's a little bit expensive, but it saves me time. I don't have to go to Amazon, find those things, get the links, make this. All I have to do is click on one of these things and put in like keto recipes. And let's filter it down to 3. It's gonna find 3 affiliate links based on whatever I plug in here. That way it just saves me tons of time. I don't have to go actually find these things and link them myself. They're just kind of automatically put in here. Now I have the Mediavine plugin on this WordPress install, so by default automatically those ads will start appearing on this. I don't have to do anything with that, but now I have created a blog post based on a keyword, and I've created something of value for that person to find once they come here. And you can write lots more stuff, you can add lots more links, you can do a lot more things to create a lot more value, but I believe you need to create value in order to make this work long term. And we have also rigged it with all of the advertisements, and we have also added some relevant associates links here that they could also click on and go buy. So now we have that piece of content. So now what I would do is I would publish that. Let's view the post. So now this is on my blog. This is ready to go. This is free video, the ultimate keto jalapeno recipe. A great piece of content that I am happy to share with the world, that I think is a pretty quality piece of content. So what I would do is copy that URL, and I would go over to ChatGPT, and I have a Pinterest pin prompts project here. Say that, Pinterest pin prompts project, where all I have to do is include the link and hit enter, and it automatically creates a prompt for me along with 4 titles and descriptions for that exact piece of content. So I've kind of trained ChatGPT to just do what I want it to do. Every time I give it a link, it makes this for me. And I've actually made one for you if you're interested in that. If you go over to the community, and I'll try to put a link maybe in the description as well, but if you go to the community and you go down to the Pinterest section, you go to the Pinterest marketing tools, train ChatGPT prompt, I've actually put it right here. So if you just take this and you copy it and you put that into ChatGPT, it's going to do exactly what you just saw it do. You're telling ChatGPT, whenever I put a blog link in here, I want you to create a prompt that has all this stuff, and that automatically puts the blog title in there, that automatically tells you what types of things it should put on the bottom of it, like fitness or lifestyle scenes, and it automatically puts your blog name at the bottom of it, and then it creates 4 titles and 4 descriptions. So if you just copy this, put it into ChatGPT, then you will be able to do this exact same thing I'm doing. You'll be able to take your blog post, copy it, paste it in there, and it will give you this. So now I have a pin prompt, and I also have 4 titles and descriptions. What are we gonna do with that? Well, we're gonna copy that, and we're gonna go over to Ideogram, which is how I make my pins. And I'm going to take that copied prompt, and I'm gonna put it right here into Ideogram. And we can read what it's gonna say here. So it's gonna say free video, the ultimate keto jalapeno recipe. Maybe I'll add an exclamation point. And at the bottom of the pin include icons or illustrations such as jalapeno, a sizzling pan, or a plate to symbolize spicy and delicious keto cooking. Now, I didn't have to add all this stuff. That prompt automatically did it for me. A lot of times I just leave what it says, but a lot of times I also go in here and change some things. So for example, Pinterest is mainly women-centric. It's mainly women looking for these recipes. So a lot of times I will say at the bottom of the pin include cartoon style women cooking and icons or illustrations. So sometimes I'll add that. Now also make sure it's 9:16, the vertical aspect ratio. And then I also choose a color palette. For this, I use Magic. I like these purple colors that it comes out with. And then that's it. You generate it and you sit and wait for a few seconds. It usually takes less than a minute to create 4 different pin variations. And I'm doing this live, so let's see how many of them actually work out. Okay. So let's take a look here. And this is done with AI, so sometimes there are issues. So you have to read through carefully to make sure. So here we go. YepI'mReady.com, that looks good. Free video, the ultimate keto jalapeno recipe. Everything down here looks great. That is definitely one I would use. Free video, the ultimate keto jalapeno recipe. Probably wouldn't use it. However, you can click on this, open it in Canvas, and ask it to redo parts of this, like ask it to get rid of both of these ketos and only put 1 keto. You can edit this if you want. Sometimes I do, sometimes I'm too lazy. For today, let's just count that one out. Free video, the ultimate keto jalapeno recipe, and it actually has a jalapeno in the O, pretty cool. YepI'mReady.com is correct, so we would use that one. Free video, the ultimate keto jalapeno recipe. This looks weird because it uses a different font for the U than it does for the rest of it, so I wouldn't use that most of the time. So here's one I did yesterday. All 4 of these were perfectly usable, all 4 of them. Today is a pretty rare situation where 2 of them them are kind of iffy and 2 of them are workable. That's why I ask it to make me 4 pin titles and 4 pin descriptions each time, because if all 4 of these are usable, I use all 4 of them. If only 3 of them are usable, I only use 3. Yesterday I used all 4. Today I'm only going to use 2. So I would save those 2 that worked. And again, I would still try to use this keyword, keto jalapeno recipe. I try to use the keywords in the actual names of the pins as well. So we're going to use that one and we're going to use this one. All right. So then I would go over to Pinterest. I'd go over to Pinterest and I would create these pins. So those were keto jalapeno 1 and 2. So then I go over here and I have the title for it, copy, paste. I have the description for it, copy, paste. The link was right here and it's also right here. Then I have a board, keto recipes. Then I add tags, keto recipes, low carb diet or low carb recipes, healthy recipes. Is jalapeno in there? Jalapeno poppers are in there. So here you go. Yep, I'm ready. Free video, the ultimate keto jalapeno guide. We have a title, we have a description, we have the link to it. We put it in the appropriate board. We added appropriate tags. Now there you go. We have 1 published today for that blog post, but we made 2 of them. So I would go in and get the second one. Now I would do this 4 times if I had all 4, but we're only going to use 2 today. So I would get the second title, second description. That link is still here, still keto recipes. You can add whatever things you want, but we did this one today. I try to space the exact same link out at least a week apart. So if I did this one today, then I will publish this one at a later date. So today is the 8th. We published that first one today. I would publish the next one on the 15th. And it doesn't really matter. I usually do mine in the morning and then schedule it. So now next week, when I do these, some will automatically be published. So now I've taken one single piece of content and you could potentially turn it into 4 weeks worth of pins. So I pretty much just do that same process every single day. Some days I make pieces of content, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I will go back to old pieces of content that I've made and just make pins for those because I haven't made pins for those in a while. And once you have hundreds of blog articles, you don't need to be making content every single day, but that is kind of what I do. Make a piece of content based around a keyword. Try to provide some value to the user. Use ChatGPT to create a really nice prompt in titles and descriptions. Use Ideogram to make a really nice pin, and then schedule out those pins so that you have days and months worth of pins that are automatically being uploaded every single day onto Pinterest. I'm doing between 1 and 5 pins per day at this time. I would recommend sticking to the 1 to 3 a day for the first month or so that you're doing this, and don't try to get too crazy too fast. I would slowly build so you don't get flagged as spam. Start slow, but then maybe get up to 5 a day, maybe get up to 10 a day. I've heard people talking about doing 50 pins a day, which to me is crazy, but some people are doing that and some people are having results by doing it that way. I'm gonna probably scale this up by hiring a virtual assistant. I actually have an interview with a virtual assistant today who I'm gonna teach this process to and have them do it for me every week. So I might get up to the 10 or 15 pins per day pretty quickly here to see how much money that makes or to see how much this can scale. But you can scale by adding more pins. You can scale by adding more blogs and more Pinterest accounts associated with those blogs. Maybe you have 10 different blogs that you're running doing this. Each one of those 10 blogs is making you $10 a day. Now you're making $100 a day as a blogger using Pinterest affiliate marketing. So I know this is probably a long video. It's probably boring for many of you, but this is the exact method I'm doing. And so far it is starting to work as I am making money every single day at it. And if you are interested in this type of stuff, then please do all those things you're supposed to do to help the channel grow. And I'll see you in the next one.
Can we trust this guy?